Greetings, dear viewers. Welcome. Today, I have a poem about a world champion, and not just a normal world champion, the world champion who is considered by many to be the greatest player to ever play the game. And I'm talking about Robert James Bobby Fischer. When you're talking about Fischer, of course, his achievements do come into mind. And most importantly, whenever there is a debate about the greatest player of all time, Fischer's name is taken because of the fact that he was well ahead of his contemporaries. And this is a very crucial factor for many considering him to be the greatest of all time. And what was one of the key arsenal of Fischer is his extraordinary memory, in the sense he devoured chess content. Whatever literature was available, he used to take a read, and not only read it, but he was able to remember a vast majority of it. And this is a poem about such a similar situation. Let me quickly tell you what the poem is all about. This is the 1960 Buenos Aires tournament. Mark Taimanov is playing Bobby Fischer in the fourth round, and the young teenager Bobby Fischer is just 17. He holds a endgame against Mark Taimanov, and he makes around 10 to 15 right moves in succession, which requires great endgame mastery. And after this, Taimanov is visibly surprised by the proficiency of this young kid, and he goes and asks Fischer. He asks, "How are you able to play so well and at such quick succession?" And Fischer answers by saying that he had read a magazine where Averbakh, who's another player, had analyzed a similar endgame. The endgame that Fischer was referring to was played by Capablanca. It was Capablanca Janowski. And Fischer remembered that, and he was not only able to remember it, but able to apply it when it mattered the most. So 1960, Buenos Aires tournament against Taimanov, young Fischer, and his magic. Let me quickly show you the position. Of course, the game is going to take a lot of time, but this is the position. Fischer is playing black, and he's able to hold this, which requires great technique. And I want to sum up Fischer's ability by a quote by Botvinnik before we get into the poem. And this is what Mikhail Botvinnik had to say about Bobby Fischer. He said, "Fischer knew everything that was written on chess and had tested on chessboard." Enough said. So let us get into the poem then. In the 1960 Buenos Aires tournament, Taimanov was in complete amazement. The young Fischer had found a way to draw with ease, which made other players take notice. Colleagues of Taimanov had a bet that the teenager would find it difficult to draw with accuracy, but hardly anyone knew Fischer's chess literacy. Taimanov went to young Fischer to ask how he was able to accomplish this task, blitzing out moves in succession with no hesitation, and drawing the game that was not easy, which required technique that wasn't lousy. Fischer answered Taimanov that a similar endgame was prevalent in the Shakmathy versus SSR magazine 7 years earlier by Averbakh, which did make Taimanov awestruck. This served as a testimonial to the extraordinary memory of Fischer, which would help him ruthlessly usher and bloom into the colossal disciple of the game and bring chess into the spotlight of fame. I hope you enjoyed the poem. As usual, the full poem is in the description, and I'm also going to be giving the link to the game in case you're interested to check it out. Thank you very much for your time.